contract means a mutually binding legal relationship obligating the seller to furnish the supplies or services, including construction, and the buyer to pay for them. It includes all types of commitments that obligate the government to an expenditure of appropriated funds and that, except as otherwise authorized, are in writing. In addition to bilateral instruments, contracts include, but are not limited to, awards and notices of awards, job orders or task orders issued under basic ordering agreements, letter contracts, orders, such as purchase orders, under which the contract becomes effective by written acceptance or performance, and bilateral contract modifications. Contracts do not include grants and cooperative agreements. In the case of Northeast Construction versus United States, the plaintiff claimed that the Army had unreasonably canceled the contract that it had awarded to the plaintiff. According to the court, the plaintiff could not pursue this claim unless it first established the existence of a contract with the Army. Generally, under federal law, a contract with the federal government must include mutual intent to contract, including an offer and acceptance, consideration, and a government representative who had actual authority to bind the government. In this case, the plaintiff argued that there was a written offer and an unambiguous oral acceptance, and that the contracting officer was authorized to bind the Army. The government defended on the basis that there was no binding contract between the plaintiff and the Army because the contract for this procurement was required to be in writing, and from a legal standpoint, that the parties had at most an oral agreement. The court held that it appeared from the administrative record that the only step remaining for the consummation of the contractual relationship between the plaintiff and the Army was for the Army to provide the plaintiff with an executed agreement. The Army never took this final step to formalize its acceptance of the plaintiff's proposal, preventing the creation of a binding contract. The court held that the lack of a binding contract between the plaintiff and the Army was fatal to the plaintiff's claim that the Navy had canceled the contract it had awarded to plaintiff. A contract that does not exist cannot be canceled.